안녕하십니까, 이왕형입니다. 분노 조절 장애 1편에서 이왕형이 화를 다스리는 특훈이 있다고 말씀드렸는데요. 그것이 바로 오늘 이 자리에 온 이유이고, 그것은 바로 108배입니다.
Lee Wang-hyung once done 3,000 bows at a temple. It took me almost 10 hours. The reason for 3,000 bows was the someone I wanted to kill at the time. Now that I think about it, it would have been difficult to control myself. If I hadn't done 3,000 bows, I guess the bad things could happen. So what does 108 bows mean? I'll let you know after I practice 108 bows. Before going, I prepare the proper mindset. Bowing is one way to purify myself. I bow to wonder where I came from and where I am and where I am going. I bow to appreciate my parents for giving birth to me. I bow to think about who I am. I bow to find my true self. I bow to always appreciate my body and spirit. I bow for the well-being of my body and spirit. I bow to think about my true desires. I bow to find myself and to learn how to control myself. I bow to appreciate the life I live today. I bow to give thanks for being alive. I bow to think about how much I love myself. I bow to be able to always love my family. I bow to feel happiness and peace of mind through love. I bow to look for happiness only through love. I bow to know that unchangeable love is flowing through the universe. I bow to the teacher who has shown me the right way. I bow to feel that love originates inside me. I bow to reflect that my teacher's lessons are inside me. I bow to feel that all living things and the universe are inside me. I bow to remember that my ancestors and gods are inside me. I bow to ask for forgiveness from the people I have hurt because it hurts the whole universe. I bow to take care of myself and not to do bad things. I bow to rid myself of arrogance. I bow to rid myself of false humility, even if I am in bad circumstances. I bow to call attention to the good in others, but not the bad. I bow to keep others' secrets. I bow to rid myself of hatred of others. I bow to rid myself of anger against others. I vow to not repeat anything I have not heard. I vow to not repeat anything I have not seen. I vow to always be ready, but not to expect things to be easy. I vow to avoid expecting obedience from others. I vow to avoid expecting difficulty in my life. I vow to make the best of each moment in my life. I vow to live a righteous life. I vow to repay even the smallest debt of gratitude. I vow to not put my own needs over the needs of others. I vow to not be stingy to others. I vow to not harm others in order to get ahead. I vow to try not to obtain valuable things with little effort. I vow to have the power to control my desires. I vow to reflect that life is more valuable than anything else. I vow to know that suffering comes from an attached mind. I vow to avoid making foolish mistakes out of ignorance. I vow to try to attain deep wisdom. I vow to learn to be nice to people, even if I have negative feelings toward them. I vow to avoid clinging to the strong in order to hurt those who are weaker than me. I vow to be honest with myself, and also to avoid flattering others. I vow to be true and honest with myself above all others. I vow to know that happiness, unhappiness, and desire are all within my mind. I vow to know that happiness does not come from others, it comes from me. I vow to realize the value of living a smooth, peaceful life. I vow to avoid looking back at the past and to not worry about the future. I vow to own possessions, but not to be controlled by them. I vow to know that I can find peace by being patient. I vow to know that having a repentant mind is the best mind. I vow to find freedom through wisdom. I vow to control my mind, not to be controlled by it. I vow to be diligent in my efforts to improve myself. I vow to be thankful for the hard times I have had, because they have made me strong. I vow to keep my original pure mind, even when time passes. I vow to pray with a thankful mind for everything. I vow to be thankful that I can find myself in silence. I vow to reflect on the value of living a pure, honest life. I vow for the people who are working in bad conditions. I vow for the people who are starving, poor, and living hard lives. I vow for the people who work to provide me with healthy food. I vow to have a generous mind, even if I don't have enough for myself. I bowed for the precious lives of my children. I bow for my partner who became one with me through love. I bow for all disabled people. I bow for friends who have been beside me, sharing my laughter and tears. I bow for moderation, even when I have enough to waste. I bow for a humble mind. I bow for humility, so that I can always put others first. I bow to realize that nature is being destroyed. I bow to realize that all lives are interconnected. I bow for all the lives destroyed by the greed of humanity. I bow for all the ecosystems that are recovering after being hurt by humanity. I bow to listen to the sounds of life that are all around me. I bow to realize that my life is the movement of my soul. I bow to realize that the object of love and longing is life. I bow to feel my soul being purified when I hear the sound of a clean, clear stream. I bow to give thanks for being able to hear and enjoy the beautiful songs of birds. I bow to be refreshed by the feeling of a cool breeze. I bow to be thankful as I breathe in fresh air. I bow to be thankful for the sight of beautiful wildflowers that are always present. I bow to give thanks for the mountains and landscapes that speak to me through wind and snow. I bow to the earth, which feeds all living things. I bow to the sky, which gives life to all living things. I bow for my own peace. I bow to hope for peace in everything around me. I bowed for the peace of my neighbor. I bow for peace within countries that have been separated for no reason. I bow for peace between countries arguing for political reasons. I bow for peace and harmony among all religions. I bow to hope for peace in all dead and living things. I bow to hope for peace between human beings and nature. I bow for a mind that is enlightened and peaceful. I bow for harmony between the poor and the rich. I bow for harmony between the sick and the healthy. I bow for harmony between those who have learned and those who have not. I bow for those who have fallen into darkness. I bow to accept all of the things I have done. I bow to be thankful for all of the people who love me and take care of me. I bow to be thankful for all of the good and beautiful things in my life. I bow to be thankful for my life and to reflect on the lives that are yet to be. I bow for myself, realizing that my own precious life is like the universe. Now, I tell you the meaning of 108 vows. It's a meditative practice that encourages reflection and concentration. 108 vows, a long tradition whose number is particularly significant for the following. There are 6 bodily pathways that lead to suffering: eyes, ears, skin, nose, tongue, mind. There are 6 objects that lead to suffering: something you see, hear, feel, smell, taste, think about. There are 3 time periods in which you suffer: the past, the present, and the future. Through going, I learned how to humble myself and how to have a healthy body and mind. I bow to realize that others' lives are just as valuable as mine. I bow to get rid of my selfishness. I bow because it is the desire of my true self. I bow for all living things and for peace in the universe. By doing 108 vows, all our anguish gradually disappears when we reach an ideal state where our minds are relaxed and come with pure concentration of mind. This is why Lee Wang-hyung practices 108 vows. Also, I can gain a series of fortunes and the power of truth by doing it.